Well, hello everybody. I'm here at home, and I thought what I would do is take a look through one of my Rush scrapbooks, and this was the first one that I ever did. So this goes back to around 1978, I believe. So hopefully, those of you who like Rush and maybe others will get something out of this. I just thought it would be fun to do. So as you can see, yeah, scrapbooks. It's like, if you're a younger person, you might wonder. But anyway, I remember purchasing this and just had a lot of fun with it. So let's open it up and see what we got here. So as you can see, this is the period of Rush from the beginning, their first album, in 73, and then it goes up to 1978. My first Rush concert was 2112, so that's where I pick up with them as far as becoming a fan. In 1976, I didn't even know that they had their first 3 albums, and so anyway, I started collecting stuff, and so I guess this was one of my first collections, and let's give credit to the author here. Let's see, it's Bob Dene. So Bob, thank you for writing this article on Rush. As you can see, oh man, I tell you, it's that's a fun little picture there. Okay, let's see what we got here. Turn the next page, and poor job here. Let's fix this. Don't you just love making home videos? Okay, so like I say, I wasn't a Rush fan for Caress of Steel and Fly By Night, but I think I got that from their CD and just put that in there. And so now we go to 1976, and there's a Rush pin that I somehow got. I don't remember how I got it. Probably the Backstage Club. So anyway, Rush is starting to take off. In 2112, 76 tour, they actually were the backup band for Blue Oyster Cult when I saw them, when Robert and Tim and I saw them in 76, the summer, in Greensboro. And so right about that time, I think they had started after that. They were the headliners. So this is just fun to look at. You can see, I think this says, for some reason, I think this was in Texas. But anyway, you can see the boys there. And turn the page, and now we're into A Farewell to Kings. Now, isn't it interesting? The article there, it says, Closer to the Heart will be the group's 6th LP. Well, actually, we all know it was A Farewell to Kings. So I guess back then, who knows the reason why that is. But anyway, credit again, this is Russell Shaw. So the 2 big magazines back then were Cream and Circus. And most of my articles from that time, I would buy them, and this is before the internet, so you would just buy this and gobble it up and read it. So here we are, a promo for Rush. This is from Circus magazine. All right, let's see. Next page. Really good coverage from, this is from Circus magazine. And now back then, you just really enjoyed seeing these pictures of the band photos because that's all you had. And so there's one of Neil. It breaks our heart that he has left us. I just love that picture of him, that era. I mean, he looks like a professor. So let's see here. Now, all right. Gosh, it's been such a long time since I looked at this. This is the cover to the tour program. And for me, this was one of my favorite times being a Rush fan. I just loved the Farewell to Kings. And you can see, so now we've got, let's see, Rush, Pebbles and Bam Bam in Alphaville. Well, I think this was right around the time where critics were laying it on pretty heavy. I guess they just did not like prog rock. Good news for Rush, the fans loved it. So another page from the tour book. This is probably one of my proudest possessions, the tour book. And some pictures of Neil. Oh man, boy, was he was really making a name for himself back then. This is when you'd go see him, and Neil would do his drum solo, and it's like nobody went to the bathroom. And then I just love this picture of Neil here. I actually wrote that in. Man, what can you say? And then they provided a short bio for the band. I just remember reading that. It was like, you know, the greatest thing at the time to be able to read about the band, because, you know, I didn't know much about him. So let's see here. Another great picture. Oh, how do you like that double neck? Alex is ripping. And then 2112. Okay, this here is something. I was in the Air Force, and I was sent to Denver for some training. So I got this out of the local newspaper. I wrote in their signature. So Uriah Heep. Oh man, that was a good show. That was a good show at the Denver Auditorium Arena. Denver, you sure showed me a good time when I was there, and seeing Rush was just unbelievably good. Okay. There is probably, yep, from Cream. They like you to know that's from Cream magazine. That was when the boys were on the tour there. They looked like they just got up. They were probably like, man, why do we have to do this? And the PR is going, because I want you to sell more albums. Now we have a interesting thing here. Whoa, who is that? Could that be Jay on the left, Robert in the middle, and Tim on the right? They're going to kill me for not getting their permission. But hey, this was a lot of fun. You know, we just dressed up and had a good time. This was a Halloween thing. So, okay, now this is more of the Rush tour book from Farewell to Kings, and Neil wrote a condensed Rush primer. And you know what's interesting? Neil would get criticized through the years for being not accessible, right? We all know why. He was shy, and Giddy and Alex did the wonderful job. But Neil gave so much, ladies and gentlemen. Other ways, he would do things like this. He was their man of the pen, and he would tell us these stories. And you know, it's just every time I would hear that, oh Neil, the criticism of Neil, he's aloof, or you know, I'm like, come on, man, just read what he's been sending to the fans. And here's, I think this is the back of the Farewell to Kings. And this is a picture. Man, I tell you, prog rock in all its glory. I know everybody doesn't like it. That's fine. But just the double necks. Not many bands had both of them doing double necks. So That was like a signature thing for Rush. I mean, if you had a prog rock magazine, you would just put this on the cover. Well, there you are. That is a peep through my first Rush scrapbook, and I've got some others. So that's my proudest possessions. And so anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Sorry for the lack of professionalism. Even the lighting's driving me crazy. But all right, rock on. Take care.